sponsor get the right hand. And grab some hand across the circle.
It's second period at Wilbur Cross High School, and these students are getting some first-hand experience in social and emotional learning.
Sometimes cooperation doesn't even get you done the job right.
5 seniors have volunteered to teach this freshman class some playful lessons in teamwork and patience.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Already won? Good morning, BF, and good morning, Ridgewood. I'm Sean, your host for today, December 5th.
At this middle school in New Jersey, students enjoy the confidence-building rush of producing a live television show every day, an effort that demands creativity and cooperation.
Dina, why don't you shut up? Who cares what you think?
And in this 5th grade class in Brooklyn, children are learning a better way to express their most troubling emotions.
Dina, I'm sorry I couldn't invite you to my birthday party. I wanted to, but my mother said I could only invite 2 friends because all my cousins were coming.
These programs and others like them across the country help kids score high marks on a test they take every day, a test of their emotional intelligence.
Emotional intelligence, which refers to how you handle your own feelings, how well you empathize and get along with other people, is just a key human skill, but it also turns out that kids who are better able to manage their emotions, for example, actually can pay attention better, can take in information better, can remember better. In other words, it helps you learn better.
Today what we're going to do is discuss the book that we've been reading, Shadow of the Wall. We want to use it as a mirror and be able to look at ourselves through what happens in the book.
The issue of emotional intelligence in education isn't new, as this training film from the 40s suggests.
This doesn't help the other children's concentration very much. And after a run of stunts like this, even Tommy isn't very surprised if the teacher sits him down in a hurry and talks things over with him a bit before he can go home. And his teacher has to deal with another of her everyday problems of meeting children's emotional needs.
Today, the emotional needs of children are greater than ever, and teachers are burning out as they struggle to meet them.
The data show that approximately 50% of teachers leave teaching after 5 years. Why do they leave? Is it because the buildings are crumbling? No. Is it because the textbooks are still from the 1940s? No. Are they happy about those things? No. But they're not going to bail because of that. They bail out because they don't know how to deal with the kids in the classroom. They don't know how to manage their social and emotional needs. They don't know how to respond to their horrific family stories. They don't know how to deal with the fact that the kids are coming in hungry and not ready to learn. That's why we feel social and emotional learning needs to be a very basic part of teacher preparation.
And I'm trying to get them to talk about their feelings, like how did this make you feel? And we've been talking.
The good news is that social and emotional learning is taking place in innovative schools across the country. In Ridgewood, New Jersey, at Ben Franklin Middle School, they've taken an infusion approach, bringing the principles of social and emotional learning to bear on every aspect of school life. From a morning news broadcast featuring student-produced public service announcements.
Why do people smoke pot? Some people smoke when they're under lots of stress.
To the lessons in every classroom.
I've seen sometimes people in the hallways, being made fun of by somebody more popular than them, and I can really see it puts them down, and I wouldn't want to be in that position myself.
I believe that the social-emotional component is clearly the most important part of a child's life, and I don't know of any child who learns best when they don't feel good about themselves. If we could create an environment where we feel good and care for each other, everything else falls into place.
What people say to us and how other people treat us kind of shapes what we think about ourselves.
This 5th grade class in Brooklyn is learning lessons created by the Resolving Conflict Creatively program.
How do you think Maria's feeling now, if this is what's left of her heart? Has anybody ever had a day like Maria had?
When I went to my uncle's house, they looked at my clothes and they started laughing.
Okay, how did that make you feel?
Sad.
We are talking about a whole new vision of education that says that educating the heart is as important as educating the mind.
What's the mantra? And then you focus in on your dot, nothing else, minor distractions. We'll see if we can get longer than 3 minutes of concentration this time.
The New Haven, Connecticut school system has had a comprehensive social-emotional curriculum in place since 1989, so the skills these students are practicing in high school
Deep breath.
And can we let it out nice?
were initially taught in first grade.
Slow. I feel much better, do you? Fabulous. Fabulous.
In New Haven, one period each day is dedicated to a social-emotional learning class.
Does the baby get cold and stuff?
It doesn't react in its computer to being cold.
Some lessons involve new technology, like this class, in which students spend a weekend caring for dolls equipped with computer chips, which make the dolls cry periodically and record the parents' response.
What you want to do is experience this as best you can so you get the real chance to know what it would feel like if you became a parent now at this age. So this one is your 10,000 pound worth of weight. So this is not going to break.
Other courses involve high-energy fun, like this ropes course, which puts values like self-confidence, teamwork, and trust to a real-world test.
What was the single most valuable thing you experienced today?
Trust.
And how did you experience that?
Like just now, that you gotta trust them for you.
The goal of all of these social-emotional courses is the same, to teach kids another way of being smart, to give them a set of skills they'll be using for the rest of their lives.
The number of students now engaged in intercourse has dropped dramatically from 92 to 98. The number of kids who are suspended from school has dropped.
Realizing that we are educating not only the academic portion of the child, but also the affective portion of the child is what it's all about. That's the whole child.
Academic abilities in and of themselves are not a guarantee of future life success. The people who are the smartest but lack social skills don't get job advancement. And they don't have a lot of other kinds of life success and happiness. So when we think about the goal of education, then we have to make sure that kids have all the skills they need for that purpose. So that's why it is essential that social and emotional learning be a part of what we consider academic education.
I just want to tell you, you guys have been an excellent class, as usual. And we'll leave on a positive note. We'll give ourselves a round of applause.